The word on the street is that the gangster disciples of Chicago are looking for Lil Boosie. They want to ask him questions about the death of Duke the Jeweler. The conspiracy theories on the internet are going haywire. This is one of the biggest stories to date as of right now that is like all over YouTube. This story has gotten so much traction. There's so many questions that are around what happened that are unanswered. There's rumors now that there's footage of the shooter in the video, the initial video where you see Little Boosie's cousin. They say the person that stands beside him in the video, you can see him oftentimes kind of, I think subconsciously rubbing his face, but it was some type of a way of him trying to cover his face. Every time the camera, I don't know if he subconsciously knows that when the camera turns his way that he keeps putting his face, shielded by his hands where you can't really make out the features of his face. But this is what the rumors are saying. So if you go and watch the video, it's the gentleman standing right on the video to the right of his cousin. Everybody pretty much knows who his cousin is. That's the guy that's got the dreadlocks. Kind of looks like a younger fella with the dreadlocks and a white t-shirt on. But the gentleman standing beside him has a white t-shirt on too. And listen, I want to state this clearly that I do not know anything about the ins and outs of this case, so I can't make any type of claims and state assuredly and certainly that Lil Boosie got something to do with this, or his cousin, or the guy that I'm even implicating in this video. I'm not saying that he did it. I'm only saying that that is what they are alleging on the internet. I'm saying that people are saying that he did it, not me. So don't put Damian Turner's name in this as if I am going around spreading misinformation. I am only going around spreading rumors, if anything, and just video linking the faces to the rumors that are already out on the internet. So I'm not saying anything. I'm not making this claim from myself. I'm only stating that the internet is making these claims, and so I'm making this video based after these allegations. Thank you, and I want to say again, this is allegedly, just to cover myself. So I'm not saying Boosie did it. Don't come for me in the comments. I'm a Boosie fan, and he would never do that. And hey, man, I'm with you. I hope that is true. Hope Boosie would never do this. But hey, man, this is Hollywood, and that's Hollywood, not this, but that's Hollywood. We've all heard the rumors about Hollywood, how Hollywood is satanic, and that Hollywood is a symbol of Merlin's wand. It was made of Hollywood, and he used it to seduce people's minds so that they couldn't see the truth. And so that's what they try to say that Hollywood is doing, is really blinding us to the truth, and that they're using these things as some form of a distraction so that we can't see the real things that are going on behind the scenes, and that the elites are somehow probably using Lil Boosie. They try to say that Lil Boosie has to do with a lot of the murders, even Young Dolph. They try to say he's tied to King Von. We already know about it, Mo3. So it's a lot of talk about Boosie being associated to the elites through Empire Records taking and sacrificing rappers. So why would the elites want to take out Duke the Jeweler? Well, it is my suspicion that a lot of times jewelry is associated with Jews of the Middle East, Jews that live in Israel, Hasidic Jews, Orthodox Jews, not the black Hebrew Israelites, but I'm talking about Jews, the Jews that are associated to be Jews in this world. Now, I know that black people are the real Jews, and I know that we are the real Israelites. That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that Duke the Jeweler was rising up in the community within Chicago and possibly could have been establishing wealth within the black community, and that's not something that the elites wanted, especially if they had a pigeonhole on our financial stability within our slums or projects or the inner city where we lived. See, that's what I'm talking about. The jeweler has a certain type of relationship to the hip hop artist. A lot of times you see these hip hop artists, they're like drenched out in ice and diamonds, gold chains, platinum, whatever, white gold, rose gold. I mean, they've got all sorts of an assortment of diamonds. So these rappers are success driven. They want to influence and things like that. So if we had a black jeweler, now I'm talking about an Israelite jeweler. You know what I'm saying? Truth in truth. But he was about to corner the market for us. He was about to be able to establish wealth for us in our community without us having to spend millions and millions of dollars on chains to go to another community to get dripped.
All right, now travel with me further down the rabbit hole because what I'm about to show you now is footage from the new video Slide Then. All right, now I want you to pay close attention to Lil Boosie's lyrics on his verse. It sounds like he's saying something about Duke because the way he's stressing the word do, D-O, it sounds like it's got a K on it. It sounds like he's saying Duke, but he's not saying Duke. He's saying the word do, D-O. Now, there is another part near the very end of his verse where he says the word do, and then he said, you know, like, F y'all, come and slide. But the do that he says at the very end does sound like it got a K on it. Oh, and fair use.
What the do, man? What the do, man? What the do, man? What the do, man? Slide in. Slide in. Slide in.
So if he is saying what to Duke, man, F them talking about Slide then he could be talking to these Chicago gang members. I don't know. But I mean, just really, you know, leave it in the comments. All right, what do you think? Is he saying what to Duke, D-U-K-E, or what to do, D-O? Because I'm not convinced that it's saying what to Duke. It still sounds like it's saying what to do, but hey, I don't know.